I'm really impressed by the amount of knowledge a lot of kids are coming in with based off of just GarageBand alone. And there's kids that are just making videos and producing music in their bedrooms that sounds great. All right, welcome to the Green Room Studio. The first room that you come into here is the control room. This is kind of what most people are familiar with when they think of a recording studio. You can control, your levels, the EQ, all kinds of stuff. And then also in addition, you have some outboard gear, additional stuff like compressors and EQs and effects units. I'm Derek Houston. I'm the owner, operator, engineer, producer, professional coffee runner for the Green Room Studio. The Green Room Studio has been here since about 1987. It was a carriage house converted into a studio. Gospel, country, hip hop, rock, obviously. Singer-songwriter stuff is pretty popular these days,
We've been talking with students all year through career consultations, and some of the students have expressed interest in careers in music.
Helping out students to find some of those trouble zones early on that they can work on is, I think, important so they don't get discouraged when it comes time for the fun part of recording. The amount of knowledge a lot of kids are coming in with based off of just GarageBand alone and iMovie. I mean, there's kids that are just making videos and producing music in their bedrooms that sounds great. The cool thing about the technology is it's really enabled people who might not have the budgets that were required 20, 30 years ago. They have an opportunity to make really good music, but it was kind of unheard of to go to a 4-year school, college, a bachelor's degree, and get a degree in music production. It was really kind of, unless you knew somebody with a connection, you weren't recording stuff. You had to have some kind of connection, some kind of in.
One of the things that we have set a goal for as a school is to provide those opportunities for students to experience careers before they graduate.
This has a much higher ceiling in here. This is where you do, probably drums, loud guitars, anything that you want to have a little bit of a reflection to it. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but the higher ceiling definitely gives space for the sound to go and bounce around. I can relate to, being discouraged along the way just by how much information was thrown at me. So having high school students in a little ahead of time so their minds can kind of really grasp those fundamentals is important. And that includes music theory, simple studio etiquette. I think a lot of people don't know how to act and behave in a studio.
He has graciously offered to host an intern both in the fall semester and spring semesters with Derek and the Green Room Studios for the foreseeable future.
There's a lot of nerves involved in the studio. There's a lot of egos sometimes that you have to kind of dance around, and they're all just very intangible things you can't teach in a textbook.
You can always contact us at the Innovative Programs Department, internships at ccaeducate.me email address, and shoot us an email, and somebody from our department will see it and get back to you.